Let's talk about the Republican message. Something that you have personally been dedicated to is taking that message to other demographics.
Yep.
Why do you think it's important to do that, especially heading into 2016, and specifically when it comes to Hispanic and African American communities who traditionally don't necessarily vote Republican?
Well, that's right. And so what I would have to say is I think that it's come a time for our party to be in the communities with community leaders from the communities speaking about the things that we believe in as a party. Number one, you know, the fact that we're the party that believes that you ought to send your son or daughter to the school of your choice. The other side believes that the zip code determines their destiny. We believe in freeing up SBA loans for Black and Hispanic business owners, not like what the president did where he promised, like 22% and delivered 1.5 points. But my point is this to our party, and what I think we've changed over the last 2 years. We can keep whining about this all day long, but until we get into the community, talking about the things we believe in, nothing's going to change. But we sit here and scratch our heads every 4 years and say, I don't understand this. You know, we should have more connectivity than we do. We have a lot more in common than what it would appear at the ballot box. But my response would be, but you're not at the church festival on Sunday. Because the problem is, if you don't represent the church, meaning the Democrat congressman is the one representing that church, the Democrat school board, the Democrat mayor, who's going to go there? And so my point is, unless we put people politically in districts across this country, in Cleveland, in Cincinnati, in Columbus, I don't think we're going to get any better results. So look at what happened in 2014. Cory Gardner almost won the Hispanic vote in Colorado. We spent a lot of time and money in Colorado. John Kasich got about, what, 26 or 28% of the Black vote in Ohio. But it didn't just happen. We had to work for it. And if Mitt Romney would have hit those numbers, he'd be president right now.
Yeah. So you don't think it's impossible to reach those communities?
Not at all. I think it's impossible if you don't show up. I also think it's very difficult if you believe that we can move the dial by showing up when we get a nominee 5 months ahead of time and then show up and say, oh, here we are. That doesn't sell. But if I figure out what the common denominator is first for 2 years, and then I come in and say, hey, we've been talking for 2 years about this stuff. I've got someone here that believes in a lot of these things. Can you give this person a chance? And so my job is a little tougher because I have to convince people that there are some things that we have to pay for and do this year in order to be successful next year. But I can't promise you who the nominee is going to be. And that's a tough sell, but that's what I have to do.